day 3.
Has our faces.
Yeah. Does it actually?
Yeah.
Is it though?
No, frame 3.
It says welcome, Mackenzie.
Guys, see, it knows it's me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's not like this.
The next day was Wednesday. So we got on a bus and we were heading to the cruise ship. So most of that day was travel day. We went and ate for a little bit once we got on. What else happened? We made it to our room, but our luggage wasn't there yet. What else happened that day? The whole celebration set sail party got moved inside because it had started raining. It's day 4 of our vacation. Woo! Got the ocean behind us, our lovely view of those boats. I don't think we can see land today off our balcony. No land today. I woke up a little later and then went to breakfast, found Mom and Dad. As I was walking into breakfast, Mom and Dad were walking out of breakfast. So we actually chilled together for a little bit. And then I went just basically wandering around the ship, exploring. I moved from thing to thing of just watching shows and whatnot. Then me and Kenzie went downstairs to the spa area, actually the restaurant next to the spa area, to do a little thing with the spa. It was mini facials. It ended up, I don't remember what they called it, but it ended up being like a how to do your own facial kind of thing, and they gave us the supplies and we did it ourselves, but they like taught us how to do it and go through the steps. So I think me and Kenzie learned a little bit. She won a voucher. She didn't answer the questions as fast as the ladies wanted because the couple of ladies in the front essentially talked quicker. But she ended up giving a voucher to Kenzie as we left because we were the last ones out. But she gave it to Kenzie and was like, you clearly knew all the answers, so I'm gonna give you a voucher too, so here you go. And we're like, aw, thank you. I didn't get a voucher, but I was like, aw, thank you. You're giving her a voucher. How nice. From there, I went upstairs with her, but then she went to go eat food because she hadn't eaten yet. And then I went outside and hung out to watch Mufasa. I eventually left and went I went down first to the plaza. I was waiting for live music to start, but instead the DJ was just going. And it looked like the live music was setting up, but after I think like 15 minutes, I just got impatient and was like, okay, I'm just going upstairs to watch The Greatest Showman. So I went upstairs to the pool and watched The Greatest Showman outside. I got a really good spot on like their balcony area, front and center, right across from the screen. So I got a really good spot there. I was drawing on my iPad for a minute, but it's kind of hard to draw on the iPad when there's blinding sun. So then I just ended up chilling. And then eventually Mom texted me and she wanted something to do. So she came up and joined me for a while and we watched The Greatest Showman together. And then soon after that we had to wrap up because dinner was coming up. Our dinner reservation was starting. So me and Mom decided to leave the little balcony area. I decided to go downstairs and check out some of the photo spots because it was formal night, so we knew there was going to be like fancy family photos kind of thing. So we came back up here. Dad and Kenzie were awake from their naps and we all started getting ready, which I took the longest for some reason. We got some cute photos, I think. We didn't really see them, but like we took them. And then after that, we went as a family. That was like the first thing we did as a whole family, the whole day. And then we went to go see their show, Bravo, in the theater, which was lovely. It was lots of singing, lots of dancing, and the orchestra just hanging out, jamming out on stage. So that was really fun. And then we went across the ship to the other lounge, and we watched a little comedy show, which was only like 30 minutes. Mackenzie had a fancy drink.
It's day 5.
We're in Cove, but it's next to Cork. This is kind of Cork's port. It's this seaside city, so we've been visiting that today. We didn't have any goals here of like what we wanted to see or anything, so we just kind of started walking. Dad asked somebody where they got their map, so we got a map from the Heritage Center. And then we went to the Titanic Museum, which was really kind of cool. It was very sad, but very cool for that. So we got the tickets, and then we just kind of walked around a little bit. We saw a little store that was all like a Cove store, so we got some little gadgets from there. Me and Mackenzie also got coffee. She picked out a little coffee shop, one of the ones that we passed, because there was a lot that we passed. There was a lot of little places we passed. She picked out one, asked the guy for an iced latte. He asked her what flavor, and she said surprise me. So she's not really fully sure what kind of coffee she got, but she got some kind of iced latte with the flavors of the coffee man's choice. And he also got them a scone, or Mom and Kenzie also got a scone. And then I asked him for an iced latte with chocolate. So I got the chocolate flavoring, which was lovely. After that, we were chilling in the park for a little while until we were ready for our Titanic tour, which they gave us each like a postcard of somebody that was actually on the Titanic. And they were like, keep it till the end of the tour and you can find out if your person lives or dies. So we went through a whole little tour thing. They said no video, only photos. So I think I snapped a couple photos. Then we went through like a whole little mini setup of how you walked up onto the ship. That building is actually where 123 people boarded the Titanic at its last stop before New York. So the last stop the Titanic made was actually here. And the museum is in the building where all those passengers left from, which is wild to think about. So we were like kind of actually retracing their steps, which just made it all the more crazy. And then there was like 2 exhibit rooms that we got to walk through and look at that were like, oh, here's like this testimony. Oh, here's how the Titanic handled this. This is why they had 4 smokestacks. One of them's a dummy. What else did I read? Oh, I did get a keychain that has the person I was like assigned on it. It has their age, the dates, and their little story on the back. My person survived, and they were from Wisconsin. The other place we went to a cathedral. Then we walked around a little bit more. We found this door that said Magic Place, and Dad got a photo there because he was like, this is a cool door. It's an old door, and they say Magic Place. And Mackenzie was horrified because they had a Ring camera on. She's like, oh my gosh, these people are going to be like so upset. And Dad was like, no, they put a sign that says Magic Place on their door. Surely these are the kind of people that would be like okay with this. And I just thought it'd be really fun Ring camera footage to watch. And then we walked a little further down, and the same people had their door open to their own private garden. They had a whole little message for tourists of, please come in and see how it looks. Take a picture of the view. If you feel so moved, leave £2 donation, which is like $2, $2 worth of a donation because their son wants a Ferrari, which I just thought was really funny. So they had a whole little reading corner nook set up that like had another sign that said Magic Place, and we were like, that's so cool. Shortly after that, it was starting to rain, but we kept walking. There was another apparently old Presbyterian church that we found that was a museum. So we got to go in there and we walked around some of that stuff. And then Dad put our names in the book of visitors. He wrote the country as Florida, United States or something. I was like, why'd you put Florida? And he's like, shh, move on. Okay, fine. From there, we went down a bunch of steps. We went to the Heritage Center again, which is where we started. And we got a few more souvenirs from the gift shop, or Mom did. I didn't get anything, and Kenzie might have gotten another magnet. Then we headed off to find food, and we got food at a little restaurant there. I think Kenzie picked it out. I don't remember what it was called. Then we just kind of went back to the ship because we kind of explored everything we wanted to explore. We were chilling for a little while, and now I'm the only one left over here. Oh, there's going to be a fountain show on the 16th deck. 16th deck. But Kenzie's off doing her own thing. Mom and Dad are off learning about the next spot we're going to stop in. And yeah, so we're all doing our own thing, having a great time here on day. Okay, I have made it up to deck 16 after getting a snack. I got a lovely peanut butter cheesecake thing, which I totally forgot to take a picture of because I was busy talking to Mom and Dad. They kind of... I'm not really sure who found who. I walked up to the cafe, was looking at the snacks, and Dad jumped up behind me. So I guess Dad found me. He spooked me, but they were sitting chilling after their information session and going over all the things we could do tomorrow and whatnot. So they were enjoying their time in the 5th floor, listened to the music for a little while. Now I'm up here waiting for the fountain show to start, which it might be starting right now. Okay, update. Fountain show is doing like a song at a time and taking like 2-minute breaks in between. This definitely would look better at night because I'm on the 2nd floor, so I can see that there's lights underneath the water. But if you were on the 1st floor, you'd have no idea that they're like lighting up colors. And there's a bunch of lights like up here on the 2nd deck that are like clearly supposed to illuminate the floor and whatnot, and you just can't see them. So I'm really disappointed it's not like in the dark, but it's slowly getting darker out. And I don't know. It stopped for now, but the last time it stopped for like 2 minutes and then started again. Alright, fountain show is in fact over. But it's fine. They're playing some kind of Apple original now. Oh yeah, some of the fountains are like clearly broken. There was 2, one towards the center and one towards the side. They didn't go up and down when they were supposed to.